Hey guys, welcome to the Zoom. I appreciate you guys showing up on time. I'm actually going to share, if you haven't taken the qualify test, I'm going to share the link. Go ahead and do that right now. It's tinyurl.com/qualify2. And we're going to get started at 5 p.m. If you were here last week, you know it's just simple. It's just 5 questions. It's not nothing major, and there's not going to be any grade on it or anything like that. We just want to see what you know right now to see what we need to be teaching and assess from there. All right, guys, we're about to get started in just a second. We wanted you guys to just, sit tight. We're about to get started at about 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. But while you're waiting, we're going to get you to do some Easter trivia. All right, I know some of you said that link didn't work for you, so I just put it in the chat. I put another link. This one should work for you.
Hey, Jamal, you're muted.
Oh, thank you. I've been on mute, right? All right, I'm off of mute now. Now, can you guys hear me? Say yes if you can hear me.
Yes.
All right, cool. All right, welcome to the How to Maximize Your Tax Return. And we're going to get started here pretty soon. We can go ahead and go to the next slide real quick so that everybody can go ahead and do the qualified test. Go ahead and get that out the way. Have everybody already done the qualified test?
Yes.
You have? Okay. What about you, Jessica and Colin?
Yes, I did it.
You did? What about you, Colin? All right, we're gonna keep moving forward. Okay, so, all right, go to the next slide. Now, this is how to maximize your tax return. We're here to give you some money, give some money away, right? I'm the host, Jamal Jude. I'm a finance major at Alabama A&M University, as you can see from the hat. I represent SFE and PD. I'm an ambassador. I'm also with JP Morgan Chase. I'll be interning with them this summer as a global finance and business management analyst. And my co-host, TJ Johnson, he's a finance major as well from Alabama A&M University. He also is an ambassador for SFE and PD, and he's with Ally Financial with the investment side of things. And our special guest is Courtney Matthews. She's an accounting and business management major from UAH and Calhoun Community College. She also is the owner of MCOR Tax Accounting LLC, owner and operator. So we're gonna go ahead and get things rolling. Matter of fact, before we get things rolling, let's go ahead and do a giveaway real quick so that we can get started on that on a good foot. So let's see if we can get somebody to win some money. All right, Araya Jones. Congratulations, Araya. Go ahead and remove her name and we'll move forward. All right, again, I say happy Easter, everybody. Of course, I've already reiterated that. I know you guys are with family right now, and I appreciate you tuning in. But like I said, we're gonna make this thing fun. We're gonna give away some money. We're gonna learn some things. All right, next slide. All right, of course, if you was with us last week, we kind of talked about the, what do you do when you're planning a vacation and the steps that you take, basically reiterating what it takes to actually plan your money, right? Because, everybody plans their vacations, but a lot of times we have trouble planning our money and using SMART goals. Go to the next slide, please. Of course, man, this is a beautiful spot I would like to be at right now as well. But unfortunately, right now I'm talking to you. Eventually, I'm going to get myself in a financial situation where I can be anywhere, wherever I want to be, when I want to be. So that's why we are getting together and we're learning as much as possible. Okay, let's go to the next thing. Now, how many of you guys remember what the SMART is in SMART goal setting? Does anybody remember? It's okay if you don't. All right, I'll go ahead and start it off. Now, the SMART stands for, the first S is specific, M is measurable, A is action-oriented, R is realistic, and T is time-based. You have to make specific goals. They have to be measurable. They have to be action-oriented, realistic. You don't want to set a goal that's not attainable, right? Make sure they're realistic and make sure they're time-based. All right, next slide, please. All right. Now, does anybody remember what a budget is?
Something that keeps you on track with your spending and saving.
Okay. I like that. Yes, ma'am. Basically, a budget is a plan for your money. Exactly what you say. It keeps you on track. The official definition for it is an estimation of revenue and expenses over a specified future period of time and usually compiled and reevaluated on a periodic basis. But you hit it right on point. It keeps you on point to where you're trying to go. Next slide, please. Now, as far as the budget items, does anybody remember some of the budget items that you need to have within your budget? It's okay if you don't remember. All right.
Average income, fixed expenses, variable expenses, emergency funds, savings, and investment.
Look at you. Okay, you're on it. I see you. Yes, you are exactly right. Average income, fixed expenses, variable expenses, emergency funds, savings, investment. And there's one additional thing I didn't add last week, but taxes. You need to make sure you know your taxes and you have to make sure you calculate that in your budget as well. Now, I'm not a tax guru, but I have somebody online right now with me that is a tax guru. That is Courtney Matthews, the owner of MCOR Tax Accounting and LLC. And she's going to, later on in the presentation, she's going to give a few tips on how to maximize your tax return and a couple of things going forward. Now, next slide, please. Now, does anybody remember what your fixed expenses are?
The fixed expenses were car rental, airplane fee, hotel stay, rent or mortgage, car payment, loan payment, and insurance premiums.
Look at you. Okay, I like it. I like it. You've been following along and making sure you keep up with it. Thank you. Yes, fixed expenses those are examples of your fixed expenses. Now, basically, your fixed expenses are expenses that don't change. And so I'm just going to quickly go through a recap. Of course, we went over this last week, but I'm going over it again to make sure that you guys understand the importance of knowing that. And I'm saying you've been studying, you've been on your job. I appreciate it. Now, okay, does anybody remember what your emergency fund is? And next slide, please. A variable expense. You know what? I skip right through variable expenses. Does anybody know what the variable expenses are?
Something that changes, like groceries and stuff like that.
Yes, exactly. Your variable expenses are basically your expenses that change. They never stay the same, right? These are things like your food and drinks, your gas, if you went to the club, groceries, your house supplies, things like that. So you have to make sure you know what your variable expenses are and what your fixed expenses are. And now, as I was going a little ahead of things, but your emergency fund is very important. Does anybody know what your emergency fund is?
Something that you can always go to in need of emergency.
Exactly. Money you set aside just in case you have an emergency, and you need how many months worth of emergency fund saved up? Recommended.
I think it was 6.
Yep, you got it. 6 months. Exactly 6 months. All right. Next slide, please. Now, I'm not sure how many of you guys got your stimulus check. You don't have to say anything if you don't want to, but the United States, of course, passed $1.9 trillion in the stimulus payment, but a lot of people don't know what to do with their stimulus money, right? A lot of people have already spent it. Maybe some people was a little smart. I was like, no, I'm not going to spend it right now. And they put it to the side. But some people really, really needed it to spend. So I totally understand those situations. But if you want to make sure your money, make sure you keep your money, there's a couple of things that I want to go over with you guys that can help you in that habit. And you know what? Before I go through that, I actually ran over the 5 minutes that I had set. We're supposed to be giving away some more money. Let's go ahead and give away some more money.
Money time. Who's next?
That's my timer. All right, Augustus Tucker, you just won as well. You have to make sure now, in order to keep the cash, you got to stay in tune. You have to stay online, whether you're on the Zoom or whether you're on the social media stream, you have to stay engaged. All right. All right. Remove that name and let's go back to the slides. Man, y'all give a major shout out to my co-host, man, TJ Johnson. Man, this guy has been with me, and like we've been up making sure we give this material to you guys. So I really, really appreciate you, TJ Johnson. Man, y'all be on the lookout for that name. Remember that name, TJ Johnson. All right, let's get back to the projection. We're 10 minutes in. I always try to keep this within 30 minutes. So I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. All right. Now, if you got your stimulus payment and you wanted to keep it, right? Imagine if you put it in, let's say, we talked about the shoebox. You want to save your money. You don't really believe in putting your money in the bank account, right? All right. But you do realize if you put your money in a shoebox to save it, it's losing 2% value every single year, right? On average, because there's something called inflation, right? So your buying power within a year is only going to be worth, that same 1,400 is going to be worth about 1,372. In 5 years, 1,265, 10 years, 1,143. As you can see how your money, your buying power of that 1,400 is losing money, right? So let's say, for instance, you believe in banks, which I recommend, and you put your money inside of a bank, right? Now, banks on average are about 0.09% average savings in your bank account. That's usually your interest rate, right? Now, adding in the inflation as well, in 1 year, that same 1,400 is still only going to be worth about 1,373 worth of buying power. If you include the inflation, and only 0.09, that's almost 1% that you're getting back from just leaving your money in your savings. 5 years, 1,378, that's only $5 difference. In 10 years, if you just left it sitting in your savings, it would be worth about 1,384, including, of course, with the inflation. So basically, it's less than the 1,400. Did any of you guys already know this? You guys can unmute your mic. It's okay if you
I know
don't.
you had said something about the shoebox when in the last thing, but I didn't know it about the bank account.
Yeah. You also losing money. I mean, and also, I'm not even including the taxes that you got to pay by leaving your money in the bank account, because you have to report that too. You got to report that money. But it's losing value because, I mean, most banks are not giving you more than 2%. You know what I mean? The average is 0.09%. Now, if you find a good bank that just a regular savings account that give you more than 2%, then I mean, hey, you're in a good situation. But I would suggest you invest your money, and this is in the next box. Now, in your market rate, now normally on average, your market growth is about 8%. It could be more, it could be more, it could be less, but on average, it's normally about 8% market growth rate. Now look at what your money is going to be the difference. If you just left it in the market, right, and something not too volatile, you just put it in the market in a year at 8% growth rate, you're looking at 1,482 buying power. That's including with the inflation. We already took out for the inflation. 5 years is worth 2,016. In 10 years is worth almost double than what you started with, right? 2,963. Actually, it is double, right? So which one would you rather do? Put it in a shoebox, bank account, or invest it?
Invest.
Right. I mean, it's really easy. It's really easy to a no-brainer, especially when you see this type of money. Now we have an investment a workshop that we're going to be doing later on this month. But next week is going to be credit. After that is going to be investment. But we'll get into more details if you want to know about investment. But I just want to give you a little bit a preview of what your money is doing and what happens to it. Next slide, please. All right. Of course, last week I talked about how to budget your money and the app to use. If you haven't downloaded, who downloaded app? I mean, the Mint app yet?
I did.
You did?
I did too.
What you think about it so far?
It's cool.
It's cool.
I like it. Yeah, I like it.
Okay. What about you? Was it Tori or was it Jessica talking?
It was me, but yeah, I think it's cool too. It's working. Well, it's doing good so far.
Okay, cool. Now make sure to maximize that. Make sure you're using your your debit card for your transactions, so it'll automatically go into the account. And also in the mornings, if you can, go ahead and update and look at it. Just look at it every day. If you're looking at it every day and keeping up with your budget transactions, man, I promise you're going to do much, much better. Now, I got 1 minute into another giveaway before we introduce my special guest, Courtney Matthews, and she's going to go over a couple of tax tips for you. Now, let's go ahead and do the giveaway right now, and then we're going to get into Courtney Matthews and what she has for you guys. And by the way, if y'all don't know, Courtney Matthews and MCourt Tax and Accounting Software is the sponsor for these giveaways. So round of applause for Courtney Matthews helping out the community, helping you guys learn how to manage your money, and also giving you a chance to win some and learn something. All right, Brian Bradley, you are the winner. All right, let's keep it moving. Okay, all right. Of course, I kind of already introduced her to a certain extent. Courtney Matthews, my amazing special guest and our sponsor for this week. I want to introduce her. I promise you, she knows her stuff. She's been doing this for years, for a decade now, owning her own business. You know what I mean? And like, she is the guru in tax accounting. So without further ado, go ahead and explain your business and what you offer and some tax tips for everybody, Courtney.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. Hey y'all, can y'all see me too? I think I put on my video. Can y'all see me?
I can see you.
Yes.
Okay. Well, hey everybody. Like you said, my name is Courtney Matthews. I am a tax accountant, and I actually am from Huntsville. I finished up my degree at University of Alabama in Huntsville. And so my business, I actually started doing taxes when I was 19 years old. So I was actually still in college when I started doing taxes. I worked as like a receptionist at a tax company, and I was already an accounting major, and I just kind of took a liking into that area of accounting. Because if you don't know, with finance and with accounting, there's so many areas to choose from. So please don't let anybody make you think that it is only one way to do accounting. And that's what I thought for a while, until I was exposed to people doing it other ways. And so I just kind of took a liking to taxes, and here we are 13 years later. I'm in my 13th year of doing taxes, and my 6th year with my own company. This year I had the pleasure of training and leading 7 tax agents. So it's no longer just me. This has grown into, something more than me. So being able to put other people in position to make money, extra money, and learn a skill that is timeless, because I don't think taxes is going away anytime soon. So everybody's gonna need to know about taxes. And I think that's what's separating. We're not, hopefully you guys know that there is a generational wealth gap, and a part of it is education. And so I wish that I had something like this when I was in college. Somebody taking the time out on a Sunday, on Easter, on a holiday. These guys, TJ and Jamal, are taking the time out to teach you guys these valuable lessons. And like I said, I wish I had that, because in college, I was messing up my credit. In college, I was messing up money. Like, I was terrible at it. And that's probably why I took a liking so much to it. But I say all that to say, just take in everything that you have here, learn everything that you can, implement all the lessons that you can, because like with these lessons are valuable. Like, y'all know, like some of these things, like some of the things that you learn in school, you'll never hear about again. But money is not one of them. You're always gonna have to know how to deal with money. And it doesn't matter if you have a business or you don't. You're always gonna have to know how to deal with money and taxes and stuff like that. So that's just my spiel. I was listening to you guys, and I was just like, wow, I just really wish I had that when I was in college.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Like, we have to give another giveaway. 5 minutes, just my alarm just went off. We got to give away another giveaway. Let's go back to now. Jessica, she says her name is not on the wheel. Your name should be on the wheel, Jessica. If not, we can type it in and add it real quick. Yeah, add her name on there.
Is it on there? Do you see it? Yeah, there we go. Awesome.
Yes. Marcus Cushney. All right, go ahead and remove that name. All right, let's go to the next one. All right. Do any of you guys know about any taxes? Any tax incentive? Do you guys do your own taxes, or do you go to a tax professional?
I'm still being claimed on other people's taxes.
That's what I was gonna say. A lot of them probably still, their parents probably still claim.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's great. I mean, I know when I was like 18, 19, I was doing my own taxes. So I totally understand. But if you're not doing them, we got a few tax tips here for you. For one, make sure you keep up with all your receipts, right? Keep up with all your receipts, even also with your student loan interest. That is also tax deductible. Your out-of-pocket charitable contributions, like last year in 2020, if you had maybe like some contributions that you was giving away to some people, some churches or some any type of donation you were making, you can do that. That is also a tax write-off. Now stop me if I'm wrong, Courtney, because you're the guru. but as far as like charity miles, that is also a write-off as well. Your medical miles, if you was like taking people to to make sure you get a COVID-19 vaccine and all that good stuff. These are some write-offs as well. And go to the next slide, please. All right, so if you guys did the pre-test, you should be familiar with this question. Which of the following will help improve your budget? Let's reveal some of them. All right, controlling recurring expenses, limit your spending, establish and maintain good credit, or all the above? Okay, I'm seeing D. Yes, let's see, hold on, who is that? Oh, look like Jessica got it first. It actually is, it's D. We need to add a clapping effect so we can, everybody clap. Everybody just clap together and unmute something. All right, let's go to the next slide. Okay, why do you need a budget? All right, I'm seeing D, I'm seeing B. All right, let's see who got it first though. Hold on, let me go back to my stream. Let's see who got it first. It looks like the answer is B. It looks like Jessica Johnson. Look, you got it twice. Okay, it looks like Jessica Johnson got that. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, a budget allows you to do what? Understand where your money goes, ensure you don't spend more than you make, find uses for your money that will increase your wealth, or all the above. All right, the answer is all the above, right? Because you got to understand where your money going. You got to ensure you don't spend more than you make. You got to find uses for your money that will increase your wealth. And look like Lakin Oliver got that one first. Congratulations, Lakin. All right, we got to do the money wheel real quick so we can give away some more money. Oh, there you go, Lakin. You won again. All right, next slide, please. All right, to develop a budget, which is the best answer? Calculate your monthly income, keep a box of your receipts, neglect your wants, or none of the above? All right, I'm seeing both of you guys got it right, A and A, but it looks like Lakin actually got it first. Lakin, hey, you catching up with Jessica. Lakin, you got 3 so far, and she got 4. Let's see who wins this one. Y'all tit for tat, 3 to 4. All right, let's go to the next slide. All right, so what makes up your FICO credit score? Of course, we went over this last week, but we're going to go over it again so you can kind of get familiar with it, because next week we're going to be going in depth of how to maximize your credit score, right? How to boost your credit score. All right, so your payment history is about 35% of your credit score, right? Your FICO score. The amount you owe is about 30%. The length of your credit history is about 15%. The types of credit is about 10%, and new credit is about 10%. All right, next slide, please. Here's a few credit tips. You can start credit by applying for a secure credit card. Monitor your score on a monthly basis. Never disable credit card. This lowers your score, and so on. You want to make sure you keep up with this. I don't know if you guys got Credit Karma. Does any of you guys monitor your score with Credit Karma?
I do.
You do? Okay, so yeah, you're ahead of the game. Good job, good job. All right, so you monitor your score, do these things. We're gonna go more in depth next week. Next slide, please. All right, looks like we got another giveaway. All right, congratulations, Ashley Green. All right. Looks like we're right at about 5:30, but we're going to finish this, complete this out. We're almost done. I don't want to keep you guys long. Which factor, I want to give away some more money though. Which factor has the greatest impact on your credit score? We just went over this. We're going to see who was listening. I see B. I see everybody put B. And then Jessica, you put payment history as well. You were right. All of you guys are right. So I see y'all was paying attention, but Tori Latimer got it first. Tori Latimer. Good job, Tori. All right, next one. All right. Now this for all the marbles, right? And you guys
Can this be said out loud?
Yeah, you can say it out loud.
Okay. It stands for success, measurable, action-oriented, realistic, and time-based.
Okay. I want you to repeat that one more time.
Okay. Specific, measurable, action-oriented, realistic, and time-based.
Good job. Good job. You got it. See, you paying attention. I like that. Okay, cool. So it looks like Jessica Johnson is the winner. She got 5 of them. Lakin coming in second with 3. And Tori Latimer, you got you one in there too. Good job to all of you. Like I said, I don't want to take up too much of your time. We have 5:30. Go to the next slide real quick so we can appreciate our sponsors for today. Freddie Mac. We make home possible. Freddie Mac Credit Smart also is a sponsor, and MCOR Tax Accounting LLC. Thank you so much, Courtney Matthews, for providing this sponsorship for us and helping these college students in order to grow and move forward. Do you have anything you want to say before we let go? Any final thoughts?
Well, I didn't really get to share what I had prepared, but it's
Oh.
all good. Y'all follow me on Instagram, Tax Coach Courtney. I'm always sharing information there.
Okay. So you said, say that again. I'll put it in the chat for them.
Tax Coach Courtney.
Tax coach.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Y'all make sure y'all follow her, Tax Coach Courtney. I promise you, she has some specified lessons. If you want to start a business, if you want to do all type of things with her, make sure you follow her and share her. Make sure you let everybody you know about Tax Coach Courtney, okay? All right, it's 5:32. We run out of time. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And I'll see y'all next week. Study that credit, all right?